Hi, fans. Say hi.
Hi, guys. We lift it.
Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
So anyways, guys, this is my real-time update. I know I said that I was going to update you guys on my condition, and so basically what had happened is that starting Sunday evening, I began to get an extremely painful belt of pain around my abdomen. There was basically no explanation for it, so I went into the ER. Prior to going to the ER, I had already found out that I was expecting, so I was really rather concerned. Simple as the fact that I've suffered 2 major miscarriages and very traumatic at that. And so at the end of everything, I went to the ER, and the first visit was just awful. I got racist nurses, a very lousy doctor who knew little to nothing, and I will never go back to Mountain View for that purpose. And the doctor discharged me, sent me home within exactly 24 hours of being home. Not only I couldn't sleep, I was stuck in the bathtub in hot water consistently for I don't know how many hours. But basically at the end of that, I ended up being rushed back to the ER in the morning on Thursday, and it was very hectic. When I got there, it looked like there were very few people in the beginning, but then gradually it got very packed, and you know, I got called back immediately because they knew that I had already been there prior, and they're like, what's going on? What is your symptoms? I'm like, well, the same thing, I just got worse. And basically, the same night on Tuesday when I went, they had done various ultrasounds on me. They checked my liver, they checked my ribs, they checked my unborn child, and everything looked okay. They didn't see any reason for concern. And I'm like, well, how are you going to explain the pain then? Isabel, leave him alone. And so at the end of everything, Emma, look at what she's doing. And so at the end of everything, basically, they looked at everything and they took my urine and blood again, and that is when they discovered that I had a urinary tract infection and that there was no other explanation behind the pain that I was feeling except for that. So which could only mean that it was beginning to spread. Which at that point they gave me these 2 things. Actually, I have a whole bunch of meds. So let me show you the first one that I've been taking. It's this one. It's just this nasty little yellowy. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's very many, but they're very effective. So I'm glad for that, because that means I'm going to get what I need in a little bit of time, which means I'm going to drastically cut down the pain. And then they gave me this for pain. But I'm not trying to be hooked on painkillers. So as you can see, the whole jar is filled. I've never been one for painkiller, you know, even if I'm in pain. My whole family knows it by now. I've had C-section, you know, with my 3 kids. And even then, I didn't use the the intense painkillers, because they knock you out. They do a lot of bad things to you instead of helping you. So therefore, I just opt out of it. But because I'm no longer in a lot of pain, I deemed it okay to just take the antibiotics and prenatal vitamins. And I should be okay like that. I will say that I have a lot of heartburn, so that sometimes I'll take a Tums or 2 and I should be fine after that. And so this morning I woke up and I was trying to clean, and I was really disillusioned because I didn't have the same upper body strength that I always do. Usually I'm pretty tough, I'm pretty strong, and I just couldn't freaking basically, you know, do what I usually do. And I was just so down and out, and I had to ask my older daughter, I'm like, you know, I don't have strength, can you please help me? And you know, of course, she ended up agreeing and helping me out that way. And it was just, I don't know, I just felt so disencouraged, and I don't know, it's just a very hard way to put it. But anyways, you guys, as you see, I got the whole team back here. But anyways, I'm so thankful to all my YouTube fans. I'm so incredibly grateful for your support. And I look forward to the day when I get my merch so I can give you guys a shirt. And I think the first batch around, I'm not going to charge just because you guys have been so loyal. And you guys are awesome. So make sure you're going to want to be a loyal fan so you can get one of those. But help me reach my subscribe level so we can get those shirts going and etc. But anyways, you guys, that is my real life update. I'm not 100% yet, but as you can see by my voice, at least I sound more normal than what I did before. And so I'm grateful for that, you guys. And you know, God, reassured me that he was going to get me through what I was going through. And by the time I left the ER, you guys, I was so devastated that I just broke down in tears. I was just relieved to see my family again and to just be able to go home, period. And just to be able to finally sleep. But anyways, my YouTube squad, I love y'all so very dearly. But it's hot in my truck, so I am going to get off. Bye. I love you guys. Say bye to the team.
And my tummy hurts.
Where's Ezekiel? He's back there. But anyways, guys, I love you, squad. And this pretty, sleepy, sicky brown girl is out. Bye-bye.